So as I told you in last lecture, now next we will discuss how to find the expression for the velocities and the net forces acting in that vertical circular motion. Now in your syllabus there are 3 different cases. So now today we will discuss the first case, that is mass tied to a string. Okay, so now your figure is shown. It shows that a bob of mass m is tied to an inextensible and flexible string and which is performing vertical circular motion. Okay, now these are some different points at which we will consider the positions of that bob. Now see here, at any position of the bob there are 2 forces acting on that bob. One, see, suppose we consider the topmost at point A. First, when your bob is at point A, topmost position, weight of that bob mg will act vertically downward. Then other is the tension Ta, which will act along the string and towards the center. Tension is provided by the string on that bob, so its direction will be always along the string towards the center. So now these are the 2 forces when the bob is at point A. Again, if you see at point B, when the bob is over here, string will be here. Again the weight of the bob will act mg vertically downward and tension in the string vertically upward. When it is at C, midway position, weight of the bob will act vertically downward, tension again towards the center, along the string towards the center. When it is at D, again mg is acting vertically downward and tension will be along the string towards the center. Okay, so these are the only 2 forces acting on the bob. That is nothing but weight mg acting vertically downward and force due to tension along the string directed along the string towards the center. Now see, as the motion is non-uniform, now you already know vertical circular motion is non-uniform, as I have discussed in last lecture. So resultant of the 2 forces will not be directed towards the center except at lower and upper position. Means what? Whatever will be the net forces over here due to these 2 and due to these 2, only at these 2 positions they will be, the direction of net force will be towards the center. But except this all position, means if you consider here net force, it will be directed in some other direction. If you consider over here, if you consider here and on this part also, except only the lower and upper, it will be directed towards the center net force, and rest all the direction will be different. So now next point is, at all other position resultant force is tangential and that force is responsible to change the speed. Now see, look here, if you consider object is at here, okay, tension will act, suppose say T2, tension is always along this string and towards the center. Now mg will act here vertically downward. So now these 2 are not equal and opposite, so we need to balance this T2. So what you will do, resolve this mg. So if you take here an angle alpha, you will drop your perpendiculars. So this will be a mg cos alpha, this will be mg sin alpha. Now this T2 and this mg cos alpha, now they are equal and opposite forces, so they will cancel out, and then only mg sin theta is that resultant tangential force which will move this bob along this circumference of the circle, and this mg sin theta is responsible at every point, it is responsible to move along the circumference of the circle. So the statement is over here, at all the positions resultant force is tangential and is used to change the position, that is mg sin alpha is that tangential component. Okay, now next, now we will start to find the net forces, equation for the net forces and velocities. So now at upper position A, both mg and weight of that bob mg and tension in the string both are acting in downward direction, but where they are acting along the radius towards the center. So you can say they are providing the necessary centripetal force for this circular motion. So therefore you can write the equation mg plus ta. Why we have written plus? Because direction of mg as well as direction of ta, both the direction are same, that is along the center. So you will add both the terms. Mg plus ta is equals to m v of a square upon r. V of a is what? Linear speed at position A. Okay, give equation number 1. Now let us see another equation. Now we got the equation at the upper position. Now you will find equation for velocity at that position. Okay, so here one diagram I have shown. At this point ta, linear velocity is tangent va. Here you will say vc, here you will say vb, here you will say vt. Okay, now to find the velocity equation, consider one condition. There is a minimum certain velocity va below which the string becomes slack. Slack, that is tension vanishes. Slack means what? The string will become loose. Okay, now if the string becomes loose, then it is unable to perform vertical circular motion. Okay, so when the string becomes loose, then that time tension will be 0 in that string. Getting? Means tension in the string will become 0. Now tension means it provides a pulling force, and if the string is loose, tension becomes 0. So you will write therefore T1 is equals to 0, or you can write Ta. So therefore again use that equation 1. So mg plus Ta is equals to mv a square upon r. So now Ta becomes 0 according to this condition. So what is remaining? Mg is equals to mva square upon r. Now m and m will get cancelled. So only va square is equals to rg, or you can say va is equals to root of rg. Equation number 1. So now this is the minimum velocity required at the highest point so that string doesn't slack. Means what? This velocity should be given to the string so as to perform the vertical circular motion. अगर velocity va इस root of rg से कम हो जाता है, then that string is unable to perform the vertical circular motion. So whatever velocity we are going to provide, it should be equal to or greater than root of rg. Then only your uniform circular motion, vertical circular motion is possible. Okay. Now next we will find at the lowest position. Now at lowest position, to find the velocity or tension equation at the lowest position, we will use here law of conservation of energy. Okay, now how to use that law? So